Blaine's Sorcery's world has 5 kingdoms, and all of those have their own section in the notes. But there are a couple parts of the world that get their own notes, but aren't exactly their own kingdom. Those being the Eastern Rainforest and Greystone. Before I get into the reading, I just want to say that I have a Discord and it's linked at the top of the description. Please join. Thanks. The Baron has clearly been on many adventures around Baeth, and has no doubt seen some disturbing things. He seems to have moved past most of them, but one place clearly still haunts him. Greystone, page 1. As you travel from Centaura to Araden, or back again, you must sail the strait between the arm of Araden and the island of Greystone. Since all vessels must pass through this way, Centauri captains utilize the strait in order to hang bodies of traitors, mutineers, and thieves from the cliffs to serve as a grim warning to all sailors who pass through. However, these bodies of the damned are never removed, so over the decades, the strait has become a macabre display. Centauri locals attribute this to the curse that befalls Greystone. Greystone, page 2. The island of Greystone has been on my mind lately as I contemplate my half-adventures. Unfinished business, so to speak. Long before my involvement with the guild, I traveled to Greystone on behalf of the Grand Doge of Centaura, on a surveying mission. The island is overgrown, long deserted, but when some local explorers found crystal deposits on the island, it piqued the interest of the Doge to lay claim and secure the island. Greystone, page 3. We arrived with a small cohort of men, for what we assumed would be nothing more than a few weeks of hacking through dense vegetation and sleeping rough. Imagine our surprise when at the heart of the island we discover a stone stair, descending into the black. The entrance was completely innocuous, concealed by overgrown, thorny vines, to the point that it was invisible, if not for chance and dumb luck leading us to notice it. Greystone, page 4. We lit the torches and descended deep below the surface. The ruins below were a series of damp passages with strange fungi and mosses growing in the cracks of the stone walls. The place had an ominous feeling to it, and the deeper we delved, the walls became lined with what looked like embedded sarcophagi, which we dared not disturb. The passage led us to a large chamber, to what appeared to be a great hall. A large rotting table lay as the centerpiece to a room with crumbling pillars. We cast the torchlight to try and get a better understanding of our surroundings, when from the darkness shambled creatures we have never seen before. Man, or the remains of men, with their leathered skin hanging in tatters, putrefied organs on display. Greystone, page 5. Several of our soldiers immediately turned and fled in terror. Those of us who drew our swords somehow mustered the courage to stand against these monstrosities. But we were horrified to find the creatures seemingly immune to our blades. I witnessed firsthand these monsters incur severed limbs, yet pain was not registered, and their assault continued uninterrupted. After several of my sailors were butchered by rusted blades, the ranks broke, and we had no option but to flee from this tomb. Greystone, page 6. The initial report to the Grand Doge was met with disbelief, but subsequent expeditions to the island were met with similar fates. Wave after wave of Centauri soldiers have entered the tomb, never to return, with reports now saying the dead have ascended above ground in startling numbers to walk the island itself, making it impossible to establish any safe forward bases there. This island will haunt my curiosity forever. What manner of sorcery is this? What lurks in the deepest part of those tombs? How I wish to know. Greystone is definitely my favorite part of the lore, and I hope after hearing me read that, it becomes one of your favorites too. I feel like this is one of those things that confirms that there are more than just 5 types of sorcery. It seems that this is necromancy or something very similar. I can imagine that at some point during development, while they were considering making DLCs, Greystone was going to be one of them. It seems to have so much information behind it. I doubt they would write all of this for something that isn't even a kingdom with no good reason. I mean, it has 2 more pages than Araden does. Anyways, thanks for watching. If this video does well, I'll definitely do more reading videos like this. Remember to join my Discord if you like modding or video game lore. And again, thanks for watching.